So, hello and good morning. Thank you so much for joining me today here in my virtual studio. Thank you to WBG. My name is Lucas, and we're going to do a 55-minute vinyasa flow today. So, please roll out your mat, have some water nearby, and sit on a block or a cushion. We're going to do a nice warm up series leading into some standing postures. We'll get into some breath work, some twists, some deeper stretches towards the end, and we'll definitely get in some balancing postures. We're going to begin with a few minutes of seated meditation, just watching the breath, preparing the mind and body for our movement practice. So, finding a comfortable seat with the vertebrae well stacked, gazing at a single point or with the eyes closed, relaxing through the body and following the breath. And let's take 3 breaths in together, bringing our breath into our awareness, inhaling through the nose, exhaling from the mouth, taking a deep breath in and a smooth, long exhale. And we'll hold this breath. So take a full breath in and hold for 3, for 2, for 1, sighing out. And let's begin today on our back. Rocking from side to side. You can relax the head down. Let the head sway as well. And we'll take it to neutral. Tuck the chin and the tail and begin to rock along your spine. And we're going to rock up to a boat pose here. You can float the palms or hold behind the thighs. Let's straighten the legs here for 3, for 2, for 1. Good. We're going to bend and straighten one leg and then the next. Just alternating here. Keeping this chest drawing up to the ceiling, drawing the shoulders back a bit. Beautiful. Let's cross our feet. Let's inhale, reach up. And exhale, twist to the right. Nice and gentle. Still warming up here from the core, breathing into the ribs. Letting the breath guide and direct the stretch. And back to center. Inhale. And exhale over to the other side. Weight even in the sits bones. And let's take it to center. If you're at the top of the mat like I am, we'll shift back a bit. Inhale, reach up. And let's rock forward into a tabletop pose. Stacking the arms, the knees or hips width distance. Take some intuitive movements here. Just move in the way that feels good to you. So back and forth or side to side. Notice how your body feels today. Notice the sounds in your space. If you're in the DC area like me, you can probably hear rain outside. We're listening to nature's symphony. All right. And let's take some cat-cow movements. Let's inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward. Exhale, dome the spine, let the head hang. Inhale, drop the belly, tilt the tail up. And exhale to Halloween cat. Inhale to cow pose. And exhale again, find that Halloween cat shape. Inhale. And exhale, follow the rhythm of your own breath. Maybe you shift back and forth as you do this. Let's take it to neutral. And we're going to step our right foot forward. Take our left hand to the mat or to a block. Reach the right hand up, finding a low lunge twist. Let's take the hand down and switch the foot. Take the left foot up. Right hand to the mat or block, left hand high. Good, taking the hand down, bringing the foot back. Let's come to a cobra pose here. Stack the arms, engaging through the core. Let's take the neck over to the right side, gazing over your right shoulder. Through your center, and gazing over your left shoulder. Good, each side. To center. Let's tuck the toes, press back to a down dog. Bend and straighten through the knees. Maybe you pedal the feet. Waking up the side body. Bend the knees, inhale, look up. And with the exhale, walk or step the feet up to the hands. We'll come to a halfway lift, find a flat back. And with the exhale, folding over. Let's hang here for a breath. You can take your hands to the top of a block. Head relaxes. And head and neck comes up last. We're going to roll up the spine. Soften the shoulders. Sweep the arms up high. Bring the hands together. And exhale it to the heart. Let's take some intuitive movements. Side to side. Just let the neck relax. Slower or faster. Find what feels good for you. And then let's take a wide-legged stance. Now, let's get a little bit movie, a little bit dancey here. So what we're going to do is we're going to press into our right foot, reach our left hand, our right hand over to our left side, and then switch left foot, left hand over to the right side. So nice and fluid movement, finding a twist, feeling into the feet, all the way to the fingers. All right, just side to side. Just noticing how your body may feel a little bit different, left to right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to tap each hour on the clock twice. So right now we're at about 3 and 9 o'clock. So we're going to go to 10 and 2, tap each hour twice. And then we'll go up to 1 and 11. Then we'll go up to 12 o'clock. And then start going backwards a good 11 and 1, Get each number 2 or 3 times and then go down to the next hour on the clock. All right, follow me. Again, this can be slower or faster, depending on what feels good for you. Once you get down to the bottom, we're going to reverse it again. We'll take one more round up to the top of the clock. All right, we're going to reach up nice and high. Inhale. Exhale, bending into the right leg. You can turn the feet out here. Let's turn the feet out to 45 degrees. So press down through that right foot. Then inhale, press the foot down. Reach the hands up, drawing up the torso nice and high. And exhale, bending into the left leg. Reaching down the left leg. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, down the right leg. Keeping the knee over top of the ankle as we do this, y'all. Down the left leg, so if you want to widen your stance to keep the knee over top of the ankle. Okay, keep that well stacked. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale, down into the right side, nice and smooth. Let's do once more on each side. And then we're going to take it all the way up. Let's bring the hands together. Take the hands down into the heart. Sit into our prayer squat. If you want to shimmy a little bit back and forth, just warming up through the hips, pressing into the toes. Take a couple bounces. Lighten the hips, lighten the knees, y'all. We're going to find our prayer squat. So inhale, we straighten the legs and sweep the arms up. Hands together. Exhale to the prayer squat. Inhale, sweeping up. Listen to that rain, y'all. Go ahead and take 3 more with your own breath. And let's take our hands to our hips. Let's sway a bit side to side. Take the hips side to side. Take the hips back and forth. Really, really good for our hips and our lower back. And then come on up to the top of the mat. And from the top of the mat, let's do a little bit of energizing breath work here. So let's take the hands in the center like we're holding a ball. Okay, feet parallel. Inhale, reach up to the toes. Exhale, bend into the knees, get low. Hold that ball. Good. Inhale, up high. Exhale, get low. Good. Inhale, up. And exhale, when you get low, make sure you can still see your big toes so our knees aren't coming too far forward. Inhale, up high. Exhale, get low. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, let's do about 8 more of these. And when you go up, really reach, extend long through the fingers. And exhale, sit the hips back. Good. Thunderbolt shape. Beautiful. With your breath. Good work, strong yoga friends. Keep on breathing. Let's do 3 more. All right, for 2. And for 1. This time, as we rise up, I'm going to sweep our arms, sweep the arms, lighten the hips, lighten the knees. Feel that momentum. And let's find a chair pose. Sit nice and deep in the hips. Spark through the fingers. Get that thunderbolt shape going through the body there. Straight line from your crown to your tail. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs and fold. Taking your time here to hinge over. We'll take about 5 breaths here. So really letting the lower back relax, letting the vertebrae space out, creating spaciousness. All right, and you can take your hands, take opposite elbows, or pressing into the top of the block. Just get the head below the heart, below the hips. And let's take our hands down to the mat. Let's step 1 foot back, then the next foot back, lowering the knees. Tabletop pose. Inhale. Exhale, high to low. Let's take a vinyasa. Gently pull it forward. And exhale, let's press back to a down dog. All right, from our down dog, let's inhale up onto the toes. And exhale, press the heels and the hips back. Again, inhale, raise the heels up, hips up. Exhale, press it back, sway the head a bit. Once more like that. Deep breath in, raise the heels up. And exhale, deep down dog, sway the head, sigh out. Bend the knees, inhale, look up. Exhale, walk or step, float the hand, feet up to the top. Find a halfway lift. And an exhale to fold. Inhale, roots arise, head and neck come up last. Soften the shoulders, sweep the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, hands together. And exhale to the heart. Let's take a cleansing breath, breathe it in. Feel the weight in your feet, and exhale out. Let's do a few more sun salutation A's. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back through plank. You can hold plank for a breath. And then use your exhale to lower down. Hug the elbows in, pull forward, stack the arms. Tuck the toes, Adho Mukha Svanasana, y'all. 3 breaths here in down dog. So many options in down dog. You can hug the chest towards the thighs, bend and straighten the legs. And we're going to all bend the knees. Inhale, look up, and exhale, walk, step, or float. Come to a halfway lift. And exhale, folding. Take a breath. Head and neck come up last as we roll up the spine. Soften the shoulders. Inhale the hands together overhead. And exhale to the heart. Let's take another cleansing breath. Feels so good. Take a deep breath in. Feel your balance. And smooth exhale. All right, let's do another round. So draw a deep breath in, reaching up. And exhaling, diving down. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, take your breath and flow with your inhale, exhale cycle. Up dog, we pull forward, gaze up. And exhale, we press back to a down dog. In this down dog, a couple more breaths in silence and stillness. Feel the pose. Bend the knees, inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk or step. Come to a halfway lift. And exhale to fold. And take your time, roots arise. Sweep the arms up. Inhale the palms together. And exhale into the heart. Let's take a cleansing breath. Deep breath in. And smooth sigh out. Let's do one more sun salutation. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, folding from the hips. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling, take your vinyasa adventure. So nice and strong with your breath. Down dog. Again, feel the shape. Bend the knees, inhale, look up. Exhale, walk, step, or float, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And root to rise, roll it up high. Sweep the arms up. Let's take our hands behind our back, interlace the fingers, lock the arms, hug the shoulder blades together, bring the chest forward, let the head rock back, gaze up. Feeling into the four corners of the feet. Breathe. Breathe into the belly, the chest, the shoulders. Nice proud chest. And let's sweep the arms up again, circle the hands, bring the hands together at the heart. Let's float our right knee up. Let's come to a tree pose. Let's take this right foot into the ankle, the calf, or the thigh. Hands to the heart. And then grow your branches. If you can see the trees out there while you're in a tree pose, invitation to admire a tree. Beautiful. And we're going to take the hands out in airplane arms down by the sides. Let's raise this right knee up, release the foot, hinge forward, extend it back through to a warrior one. Sweep the arms up. Let's get a little dancing in our warrior one. So alternate the left and the right sides, reaching up through the shoulders and the arms. And inhale, reach up high. Exhale, lean forward, sweep the arms along the sides. Extend through the fingertips, pressing into the heel. Gaze is forward. Beautiful. Inhale up. Exhale, we're going to shift our weight forward onto the front foot, finding a warrior one. Those back toes can stay down to help you balance. And we'll float it back to a warrior two. Let's find some bending and straightening into that front leg. Flip our front palm, reach it up high, straighten through that front leg. Then we're going to bend into that knee, come to a side angle. Pressing into the back foot, reaching up high. Good, take your hand. Take it down, frame this front foot, spin your back heel up, runner's lunge. Let's just hang out in the lunge, pulse in the lunge a couple times. Inhale, and exhale, step to the top of your mat. In a fold, we're going to roll up the spine. Hands to the heart, standing on your right foot. Float the left knee up, and we're going to come to a tree pose. So take the left foot to the ankle, the calf, or the thigh. Finding your balance, standing somewhere in your space where you can check out the trees. And finding a tree or a set of trees to admire. You can use the environment to help you balance. And as you're ready, growing your branches. And we're going to bring that front knee forward and extend the foot back. Float it to warrior one. Find your warrior one. Oftentimes in the morning, I make a wider stance for easier balance in these earlier hours. All right, and let's get a little dancy with it again. Alternate the left and the right sides all the way through from the upper body to the hips. Waking up the side body. And we'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean and sweep. Strong, long line from your crown to your heel. So we're going to bend into that front knee, stack the knee over top of the ankle. And reach up, inhale. Exhale, lean forward, fly into warrior two. Those back toes can touch down. And we'll float it back to warrior two. And we're going to bend and straighten through this front knee. Let's flip our front palm, reach up, straighten the front leg. Reach up nice and high, straight legs. Good, and bending into the front knee, taking the forearm to the thigh for side angle. Good, let's take the top hand down to the mat. Let's frame the foot. Inhale, exhale, step the foot up to the top and roll up the spine. Soften the shoulders, sweep the arms up high, hands together. Exhaling it to the heart. Let's sweep the arms and find another chair pose. Sit a little bit deeper in your chair. And come up onto the toes. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back. Take your vinyasa with your breath. And we've been working on our balance a lot. So let's find some alternate leg and arm lifts. So lift your left foot up. Come to the fingertips of your right hand. Just practice floating your right hand up. And let's switch sides. Float the right foot, fingertips of the left hand. All right, good. Lower it down. Let's shift forward to a plank pose. Inhale and exhale to down dog. With your breath, inhale to plank. Exhale to down dog. Nice fluid, smooth, controlled movements. Inhaling forward, flat body. Exhaling mountain shape. Go ahead and do 3 or 4 more. and coming to a plank pose. And we're going to very smooth and slowly lower all the way down. Just rest one cheek to the mat for a moment. Good. And spider tip your fingers a bit further apart than shoulder width distance. So on either side of your mat, inhale, peel the back up. Use your back more than the hands. Gaze straight forward or just a few feet forward. Exhale, float it down. Inhale, raise up. We're going to let this left arm come down. Just reach the right arm. Good. Inhale up onto both. Exhale, let this right arm come down here. Left arm still up. All right, then we're going to switch sides. Beautiful. Take the arms out in a T shape. We're going to rock from left to right. Rocking on the abdomen, so good for the internal organs. And float the hands overhead, stack the palms under the forehead. Soften everything down, relax. And rock the heels left and right. Just going to rock the hips. Go ahead and take the hands underneath of the shoulders. And we're going to keep the knees down, press up to a tabletop. From our tabletop here, let's reach our right arm up high. Inhale. And exhale, thread it through, coming down to your right temple. That left arm can reach up overhead. Let's take 2 breaths here. Taking the left hand back, reaching the right hand up. And we'll switch sides. Lower the right hand down, left hand high, inhale. Exhale, thread it through. Right hand up overhead. And bringing the right hand back to the mat. Pressing, left hand up high. And taking it down. Good. Let's take a couple cat-cows to rinse that out. And let's tuck the toes and find a down dog. All right. Bring your left foot to the center of the mat. Reach your right foot up high. Bend the knee, rotate the hip open, and then exhale, bring the knee to the nose, and send it back, rotate it open again. We're going to lower the right foot down at the back, and switch. Left foot high, rotate the hip open, then bring the knee forward, and again, send it back, rotate it open, and lower it down, down dog, bend the knees, inhale, look forward, exhale, walk, step, or press and float, halfway lift, and fold. Take a breath here. And roots rise. Roll up the spine. Circle the arms. Hands to the heart. Float the right leg. Let's reach our right hand back for the foot or the ankle. Let's start with the knees together, hips forward, left arm reaching high. Find a nice mudra. We're hinged forward, kicking to the foot for Nataraj, King Dancer. Releasing the foot to a Warrior Two, nice and smooth. Perfect. Let's get a little wavy in our Warrior Two here. Rock it back and forth. And coming to that Warrior Two shape, let's find our side angle, front forearm to thigh. Take the top arm, wrap it behind the back. Any bind you want to go for is perfectly good. 3/4 bind would be with this front hand underneath of the back hand. Draw your front elbow forward, inside of the front knee. Let's release our hands here. Straighten the front leg. Turn those front toes in. Reach up nice and high. Inhaling. And exhaling, we're going to hinge over. Folding, diving down in between the legs. Use your breath here. Exhale takes you a bit deeper. You can walk your hands to the back of the mat or take the feet if you like, or just let the hands rest into the mat. Then we're going to walk our hands towards our front foot. Inside the foot, turn everything forward. Lower the back knee. Good. Right hand to the mat. We're going to rock onto our left side a bit. So just rotate the hips to the left, reach the hand back. And if it's in your practice, you can bend the knee and take the foot. Beautiful. Releasing the foot, framing the front foot, straighten your back leg. Inhale, exhale, step up to the top. And roots arise. Take it all the way up. Go ahead and circle the arms again. Bring the hands to your heart. And we'll do the left side here. So float your left knee up and take your left hand back for the foot or the ankle. Knees together, hips forward, right hand reaches up. In your right hand, you can bring the pointer finger to the tips of the thumb. Then kick into the leg, hinge forward, king dancer, and float it back. Warrior two. Feel your shoulders stacked over top of your hips, and rock a bit back and forth. How does it feel to shift your weight back and forth? Good. And take your front forearm to your front thigh. Top arm overhead. And take your left arm, wrap it behind the back. Windmill the arms up, use your core, straighten that front leg, turn the front toes in, reach the arms up. And we're going to come to the bind when you're ready, taking the hands behind the back. Hug the shoulder blades together, inhale, rock, back gaze up. Exhale, dive down in between the legs. You can release the bind if you like, or take it to opposite elbows. Taking the hands down to the mat. Walking your hands towards the front of the mat, inside the foot, lower the back knee for a lizard pose. All right, left hand to the mat. We're going to rock to the left side. Reach your right hand back. Rock onto the left. And maybe you bend the knee and take the foot. Good, and we'll release the foot. Frame the front foot here, straighten the back leg. Inhale, exhale, step it up to the top. And roots arise. Let's just go ahead and step our right foot back. Warrior two. We're going to straighten that front leg, hinge forward, come to a triangle pose. So this front hand can rest somewhere above or below the knee. All right. Use your core, warrior two, bend into that front knee, flip your front palm, reverse. Let's hold our reverse, pressing into the side edge of the back foot, gazing up at the fingertips. We're going to exhale all the way through a vinyasa. So inhale, exhale, windmill the hands down, ride the breath all the way through as you step the foot back and lower, pulling it forward, and exhaling back to a down dog. Wag the hips. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward, walk, step, or float to the top, and we'll just rise all the way up. And go ahead and step your left foot back. Warrior two. Straighten the front leg, reach, hinge, Trikonasana pose. Lengthen through both sides of the torso. And use your core, warrior two, flip your front palm, scoop it, reverse. Inhale, reach up. And windmill with the exhale all the way through your flow. Let's press back to a child's pose. Or a puppy pose. Softening the head, the neck, the shoulders. Shifting it forward into a Sphinx pose. So onto the forearms, elbows underneath the shoulders, slight pressure into the elbows. Bring the elbows a few inches forward. It's going to change the angle of the stretch. And go ahead and lower down one cheek to the mat. Take a few breaths here. Just let the lower back relax. And taking the hands underneath the shoulders, press back, coming to a seated pose. So we have graduated to the slower, more restorative yin elements side of class. So let's take our right foot into the left thigh. Open up here, turn towards the bent knee. Inhale your left hand high. Exhale, reaching towards the left foot. Now we'll take the counter stretch here. Sweep this front arm up. Brace yourself with your back hand. Press your hips up high. Your front foot is flat. We're going to lower it down and switch sides. So right foot comes out. Bend the left foot in. Turn towards the left knee. Inhale your right hand up. Exhale your right hand towards your right foot. Now we're going to press the hips up, sweep this front hand forward, front toes down. Now we'll take it down, reaching both legs out. Let's bend this right knee, take the right foot in. Across the thigh, take your right hand behind you. Inhale your left hand up, and exhale, we're going to hug the leg in, press the tailbone down, twisting from the core. Maybe you rock onto the glute a little bit. Breathing into the core. And we'll take it back to center. Extend the right leg out. Bend the left knee, take the foot across the thigh, left hand behind. Inhale your right hand up high. And exhale, go ahead and hug the leg in. Good. And extending the leg out. We're going to rock onto our back, supine pose, bend the knees in. Let's take our hands underneath of the seat. Extend the legs straight up. Take the legs to 60 degrees. Straight up to 60 to 30. To 60 and straight up. Good. To 60 to 30. A little bit lower. To 30 to 60 straight up. Then take the feet down in front of the seat. Feet parallel. Press the feet down. Raise the hips up high for a bridge pose. Interlace your hands. Roll over top of the shoulders. Press the belly up. 3 breaths here. And soften the shoulders, lower down the spine, hips touch down. Now, you got plenty of options. You can take legs up the wall. You can take another bridge or wheel pose or a supported bridge by placing a block or cushion underneath of the seat. If you want to come to a shoulder stand. Actually, let's do something a little bit different today. Let's take our supine twist before we go into shoulder stand. So let's take the knees in. Yeah. Inhale and exhale. Rock your knees over to the right side. Take the arms out wide. Gaze the opposite direction. And taking it back through center. Center, inhale. Exhale, rock it over to the left side. And inhale, taking it back to center. All right. We're going to come up into a shoulder stand or any other variation. So legs at the wall is a great one. Feeling into the inversion. Noticing the effects of the reversal of gravity. And taking your time to come on down. Extending the legs out long. Hands underneath of the seat. Hands under the butt, palms face down. Bring the elbows in next to your ribs. Press the elbows down to press your ribs up to the sky. Chest up high. And then we'll soften it down. Coming to Shavasana. Take a few breaths here to let everything unwind. If there's any other posture that you want to do, yogi's choice, go ahead and get it in. And you're welcome to stay in Shavasana, or it might be nice to just bend the knees, take hold of the knees, and just sway a bit side to side. Find some circles with the knees, nice and gentle, to help encourage the lower back to relax. Take the knees out wide. Maybe you rock. You could take some butterflies if you like. Just giving you options here. All right. If you'd like to take a happy baby, go for it. And then when you're ready, coming to Shavasana, our full Shavasana, our final resting pose. Taking up space. Taking any final movements to help yourself settle into that place of comfortable stillness. Listening to the sound of the rain. Feeling the aliveness in your body. Noticing the energy flow from our practice. And bringing a gentle, peaceful smile to the face. Taking a few more breaths here, letting everything go and following the path of the breath. Exhaling and inhaling slow, full breath. Slow, smooth exhale. And taking your time, wiggling the tips of the fingers and the toes. Mindfully reaching up overhead, pointing through the fingers and the toes. Maybe you have a morning yawn experience. And with an exhale, bringing the knees in. And taking behind the knees. Rocking to one side for a breath. Press to a seated pose. And let's take our cushion or a block here, and let's go right into a brief seated meditation today. So find a comfortable seat, and let's take about 3 minutes to feel into the after effects of our practice. Bringing relaxation and openness into the body, and this will allow the energy flow to cycle through the body more freely. Continuously bringing the mind back into the body, bringing the awareness into the body and the breath. listening to the sound of the rain. And let's gently bring our awareness into the space again. And let's take 2 breaths in a namaste to close. Breathing in and breathing out. Drawing a deep breath in with me. And exhaling audibly. Bringing the hands together at the heart. The light in me sees and appreciates the light in you. And we share the word that signifies our connectedness. Namaste. Namaste, practicing yoga with my yoga friends. Thank you so much for your practice, for your breath and your movement. Thank you for sharing this morning with me. And hope you have a great rest of your day and an awesome weekend. And I'll see you again next week.